It started with what looked like nothing more than a walk through a parking lot, one man, a camera, and a search for the front door of a police station. That simple walk turned into a tense standoff over rights, access, and authority. Within minutes, officers rushed out demanding ID, claiming the man was trespassing, and accusing him of filming personal vehicles. The problem? There were no clear signs, no barriers, and no laws being broken. He hadn't entered a restricted area, he hadn't interfered, he was just holding a camera and asking questions. When he refused to show ID, identifying himself only as good citizen, the officers grew agitated. They couldn't point to the law he had violated, but they kept pushing anyway. What began as a calm walk became a lesson in overreach and proof that sometimes all it takes to expose bad policing is a single camera and a man who knows his rights.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how are you?
What's going on? This area is only authorized.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta go that way.
You can't be back here near the vehicles.
Which way in?
Do you have ID on you?
Why would I need that? Did I do a crime?
Well, you're in an area here. It's only authorized with the police.
Okay, I'll leave.
Okay. Well, what are you doing back here, sir?
I was looking for the door.
Looking for what?
The door.
Okay. You got ID on you?
Why would I need ID?
Sir, I'm asking you for ID.
For what reason?
Okay, because I need to know why you're back here. Why the vehicles, filming license plates.
Well, if you're talking about trespass warning, you warned me and I left. I'm leaving.
Yeah, right. There's actually a sign right there. It says it's only for authorized persons only. And on this side over here, you going behind the vehicles and filming people's vehicles, okay? That's concerning to us.
I wasn't filming anybody's vehicle.
I just watched you from the window here.
No, I was narrating my video trying to find the door to the police department.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just need your name now. Okay? Can I get ID from you, please?
Did I commit a crime in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania?
Like I said, okay, I'm stopping you now because somebody back there recording our vehicles. Okay,
I didn't record your. I wasn't recording your vehicles.
That's how it appeared. Okay.
Is there a sign that says you're not allowed back here or anything?
Yes, there is.
Where's that?
On the other side here.
Can you show it to me?
Can you grab me your ID, please?
Can you show me the sign first? For legal reasons. For my lawyer.
Can I please get your ID, sir?
Your front door's locked.
No thanks.
How about your name, date of birth?
You can call me good citizen.
Okay.
That didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
You told me I wasn't allowed back there. I came back. I lied.
That's fine. Why are you back there in the first place?
I was trying to find the entrance to the building.
But you were recording our vehicles.
I wasn't recording your vehicles. That's a narrative that you're spinning on this. I was recording while I was trying to find the entrance of the building.
Is it okay if I record your vehicle?
I personally not like him going
Can
around
Google-
the outside of my vehicle looking
Google
at it
Maps
and
do it?
recording the vehicle. That's what it appeared to me. That's all I got to
Your
say.
personal vehicle's back there?
Yes.
What you're saying?
I didn't even know that until you just said that.
I could, let us know that.
All right, well, do me a favor then, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, this area is off limits. I don't want you to return back there. Okay?
That's all you have to do.
Okay, please leave now.
That's all you have to do.
Are you here for any other reason?
Yes, we want to get a complaint form.
What's that?
We need an IA complaint
Okay, well, I'll
form.
need your name to get you a complaint.
No, no.
That's not the way it works.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that an arbitrary rule that you just said we're not allowed past this way? Because I don't see any
Are you
law.
done here?
There is no
sir?
lawful
Have
sign.
a police report
Any laws.
Do you have a police report?
Signs that say
Oh, yeah?
statute of any
While we're here.
signs that say we're not allowed to go past this
Not
point.
that difficult to figure out.
First of all, can
On
we
the other
get
side
some
here,
signs?
there's-
Turn over, sir.
Yeah, we'll take a walk.
Let's go see what this sign is. We're invited to see the sign. These officers invited us to see the sign.
It says stop. Do not enter. Police vehicles only.
We're not a police.
That's a vehicle. We're not parking here.
We're human beings.
We're not parking.
That's for vehicles.
We're not parking here. I think this guy looks familiar. I don't know where I met. I've seen this guy somewhere before.
What my concern is not whether or not you're back. For all reasons, there could be lawful reasons to go back. Okay, maybe he was lost. However, when I saw him recording our vehicles, it was raising
Is
concern.
this publicly
I don't
funded
have one to give you.
by the county?
All right, guys. If you
Is
don't
this
have a
publicly
complaint,
funded by the
if
county?
you don't have a complaint,
No,
we're
I'm asking a
gonna leave.
question.
Oh, did any of us park there where the police vehicles can park
No,
only?
we're not done. We're not done because we're trying to
I was just asking if you had a complaint. If you don't have a complaint,
You
no.
do. I need a complaint form so I can take it, look at the law states, and fill it out, and bring it back.
This is public property. This is what we established here. You can't put that sign out and say that we're not allowed past here.
And this guy has a temper. This guy has a temper. Where's your commanding officer?
If I don't listen to what you said, what will happen? I just need
Who's
that
your
answer.
commanding officer?
I'm
This
not
guy right
asking
here?
you
Oh, there it is.
Stay away from the vehicles, not be recording our
Are you corporal? Are you a corporal? What's your name, sir? Please.
All right, guys. You don't have a complaint, then have a good night.
Are you a corporal? What's your name? What's your
I
name?
need a form right here. I need
You come down on Monday and ask
No,
for
I need a form right now.
Right
I
now.
need a form
For
right
you.
now.
And you can't hand it to us. Somebody else has
Not
to.
even telling
We'll be
you to
checking your
coward one,
vehicles
coward
out.
two,
We'll be
coward
checking your
three.
vehicles out.
Criminal one,
We will be
criminal
checking
two,
your vehicles
criminal
out.
How about we check yours out? I'll follow you all night.
three. Please do.
Do what you
Jump in
want
your
to
car
do.
and follow us.
Guys, have a good
You got
night.
nothing else better to do than bothering.
What's that guy's name? The guy with the two stripes on his sleeve.
Miss.
Look at that. They came out talking all this mad, reckless shit, and they can't even say what their name is.
That's the walk of shame there, buddy boy. Okay? And I wish that we would have said that to him.
They thought they had one
dare
guy.
they?
They thought it was like 4-on-1.
Right, they had you, and then I come around, and they started bumping, and you came around, and started blah, 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 blah. So they show us a sign that says no vehicles.
No vehicles. You
I'm
can't
not a
park
vehicle.
there. We're not parking
Right.
there.
I'm absolutely
I was
allowed
just
to
walking,
walk.
looking for the door of the police station. Thank you, man.
So what's the rule as far as not being
Have a
able to
good
do
night,
it?
guys.
The guy with the big Barry Bonds head needs to be checked, bro. Like, seriously. He has a problem.
Very good. That wasn't that hard.
Not being able to go back there.
I didn't tell you it wasn't wrong.
So we can expect our vehicles if we need to, right?
It's not your vehicle.
No, not your personal one. The police vehicles.
Police vehicles are going to be leaving any second. You can video them.
Can I inspect the parking lot for? Can I inspect the parking lot for needles?
What law is that? What law is that?
It's posted for police vehicles and police personnel only.
No, it says
Police
vehicles.
personnel.
Vehicles for parking.
Get your signage right if you're going to enforce something that's illegal.
In legal terms, vehicles is a whole different story, dude.
You do know that, right? Are you
Can
prepared
we
for a
inspect the
lawsuit?
parking lot for empty
Are you
syringes?
prepared for a federal lawsuit?
Can I inspect the parking lot for empty syringes?
By the end of the encounter, there were no arrests, no citations, just a lot of heat and a lot of questions left unanswered. The man never interfered with operations, never hid his intent, and never left the public area. The officers, however, repeatedly relied on vague authority and shifting explanations about authorized areas and trespass. When asked for names and badge numbers, some could not provide them. When asked to show the sign that banned access, the posted notice turned out to be buried and ambiguous.
Bad cops love citizens who stay quiet, because the second somebody starts asking legal questions, everything gets uncomfortable fast. This whole thing started outside a public building. Normal afternoon, cars moving, people walking around, and standing near the sidewalk, a man quietly recording with a camera. Nothing aggressive, nothing illegal, just filming. Completely protected activity. But apparently, that was enough to trigger a police response. A patrol car pulls up. Then another. 2 officers step out already acting suspicious before a single word gets spoken. One officer walks straight up. "What are you doing?" The auditor keeps filming calmly. "Recording." Short answer. No fear. No nervousness. And honestly, that confidence bothered them immediately, because officers expecting compliance usually get uncomfortable when somebody stays relaxed. "You can't record here." The cameraman slowly looks around. "Yes, I can." Boom. Right there. The interaction changed completely, because now the officers realize this wasn't going to be easy. One officer points toward the building. "We got calls about you." The auditor shrugs. "Okay." No panic. No over-explaining. And somehow, that calmness frustrated them even more. Because intimidation only works when somebody feels intimidated. This guy clearly wasn't. The officers try another angle. "You're making people uncomfortable." The cameraman slowly turns the camera around. People walking normally. Cars driving normally. Nobody reacting. Except police. That's not illegal, though. Absolute pressure. Because deep down, everybody there already knew this wasn't about crime. It was about feelings. And feelings don't override constitutional rights. So naturally, the officers moved to the classic fallback. "Let me see your ID." There it was. The move they always try when they don't actually have a crime. But this guy clearly knew the law. "Am I being detained?" Instant hesitation. Tiny pause. But enough. Enough to expose uncertainty. "You're being investigated." The cameraman almost smiles. "That's not what I asked." Now the officers start getting visibly irritated, because he's controlling the conversation without ever raising his voice once. "Am I detained or free to go?" One officer finally snaps. You're detained. For what crime? Silence. Long silence. Because there wasn't one. Eventually one officer mutters, "Suspicious activity." And honestly, that phrase has probably carried more weak police stops than anything else in history. The auditor shakes his head calmly. Suspicion isn't a crime. That line completely wrecked the stop, because now the officers are trying to build authority out of discomfort instead of law. And once somebody informed starts asking questions, that strategy collapses fast. You could be casing the building. I could also be filming architecture. You might commit a crime. I might go get food after this. That response nearly broke one of them. Now nearby, people are slowing down watching everything unfold, and the officers can feel it. Authority always changes once witnesses show up. One cop suddenly gets aggressive. "You're making this difficult." The cameraman answers instantly, "No, I'm making you explain your authority." Absolutely brutal, because there's a huge difference between difficult people and informed people. Informed people force accountability, and accountability makes tyrants nervous. One officer tries another tactic. "If you're not doing anything wrong, why not just identify yourself?" The auditor fires back immediately, because rights don't disappear because you ask. Boom, that line landed hard, because now the officers are trapped. They either articulate a crime or admit they're trying to pressure somebody into surrendering rights voluntarily. And cameras expose that beautifully. A supervisor finally arrives. Older guy, calmer demeanor, immediately different energy. What's going on? The younger officers stumble through explanations, recording, refusing ID, acting suspicious. The supervisor looks toward the cameraman. "Are you on public property?" "Yes." "Okay." Game over. Instantly, the younger officers visibly lose confidence, because experienced supervisors usually recognize weak stops immediately. The auditor calmly explains everything. No drama, no exaggeration. They detain me without articulable suspicion of a crime. The supervisor exhales slowly, then turns toward the officers. If he's on public property, he can record. Absolute silence. Heavy silence. Because now, the correction wasn't coming from a citizen anymore. It was coming from their own supervisor. And honestly, that hits way harder. The officers step back immediately. Less aggressive now. Less confident. Because once accountability enters the scene, ego usually disappears quickly. The supervisor finishes shutting everything down. He doesn't have to identify without reasonable suspicion of a crime. No more threats. No more commands. Just awkward reality setting in. The cameraman asks one final question calmly. "So I'm free to stay?" The supervisor nods. "Yes." Just like that. No ID. No citation. No arrest. After all the pressure. Nothing. The officers slowly walk back toward their patrol cars while the cameraman stays exactly where he started. Still recording. Still calm. And honestly, that's why encounters like this matter. Not because somebody embarrassed police, but because citizens need to understand something important. Rights only survive when people actually exercise them. Calmly, confidently, without fear. And once somebody starts calmly demanding actual legal justification instead of blindly obeying, bad policing falls apart very fast. Every single time.